What's up, Lemon Heads? Welcome to another episode of From the Yellow Chair. I'm Crystal.
And I'm Emily.
And today we're in two separate places, technically just offices, but that's fine. So welcome to another episode during our back to school month of August. Today we are talking about the homeowners social media cheat sheet and what customers really are looking for before they decide who they're going to call.
That's right. So we are so excited to dive in, talk about some simple but intentional things that you can put into place. How can you be building that trust? How can you be showcasing your personality, setting the expectations of what would it be like to work with you and your company? And you can do it all on social media. So without further ado, let's sip some lemonade.
Let's do it. All right. So I think a lot of times I'm living in AI mode right now. So I talk a lot of ways about how our clients can grow in their AI recommendations, blah, 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 blah. So everybody's sick of that. But I'll tell you, it truly does impact the customer journey when they are interacting with real people, places, and things, and not AI images, or not just simple graphics. So your graphics can look great, but there's something about seeing someone talk, seeing your pets, your buildings, and things like that. So I think that the first thing that they need to see is proof that you're a real business.
Correct. Like, are you alive? Knock, knock. Is anyone home? And when they can see real people, it does just build that trust. It builds that engagement. But also it literally just hits differently in someone's mind. So when they can see a face versus over just seeing a beautifully designed graphic, it just lands differently. It's already more memorable. And so that's something that we talk a lot about in our overall marketing strategies. How can we be memorable? Again, the customer life cycle for home service contractors is very long. Like if you just don't need a plumber today, you just don't need one. So what are we doing to be memorable for that? And so by showcasing your team, showcasing their personality, showcasing what you guys stand for, that's already so much more way to be memorable and to stand out for whenever they do have that time of need service.
People tell us all the time, I just need more leads. I just need more leads. My leads are down. My leads are down. The problem is there's really not this magic gasoline that I can pour on a fire and be like, you know what? I'm so glad you asked. Like, poof, here are some leads. This is a mentality about building and layering things. And there's going to be ups and downs and turbulence, if you will, through this. And so you really have to grasp this as a business owner in general. Listen, this is not even specific to home services. Everybody.
Right.
You post all day long, every day, the same types of things over and over and over again to, just like Emily said, for the customer life cycle, the sales cycle specifically could be really long. And so you might do postings and emails for years before someone bites. We had a client the other day that gets on the call with Emily, with me and Lupita for a sales call. And I was like, well, how'd you hear about us? And he said, well, y'all been emailing me every month for 3 years. I'm like, well, hot dang, it finally worked. 36 months in, 36th email, baby. That's what did it. Right. And so, you get excited about those things, but honestly, if I'm like, what can I do to generate leads today? Not a lot, right? Not a lot. There are some things that I call a wing and a prayer, but could you do some texting and some outbound calling? Correct. But that's not you going and getting leads. That's you setting appointments.
Well, and that's quick little blitzes. Like that's your immediate need right now, but that's not going to build you for a long-term successful legacy company that as you're doing these marathon strategy approaches it is helping for. And so also, we have to remind ourselves sometimes, because you and I are both very creative, but we don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel every single month. Sometimes it is the slow and steady, but the consistency. So we can get bored about talking about what feels like the same thing to us every single day on webinars, in our emails, on our social media. But people need that reminder. It's not as important to them as it is to us, so it doesn't feel repetitive to them. But how we can be consistent, showing our team members, showing real people, that's what builds that 2 + 2 = 5. It's those sum of all those smaller parts that add up to a greater sum, not just this one magic silver bullet.
Yeah. And so if we started with let's just talk about straight up just photos. A simple one is twice a year, heck, once a year, I'll take it. Schedule headshots for your team.
Mhm.
and be like, hey, everybody, you know what I need you to do is like just shave, brush your hair today, make sure we have a decent hat that doesn't have sweat stains on it. And then just take their picture because then we can use that when they get a review, when we just want to talk about our team in general, when they have their birthday, when they have their anniversary. You already have that content. And then you can put that on your website. You can put it on social media. You can use it in newsletters. Guys, all of a sudden now you're building up a content bank, right? So that's one type of photo that you can get. You could also go in and take photos of your building, literally
Mhm.
the outside of the building, the inside of the building, where the call center sits, where your guys get ready in the morning, your break room. I mean, all of it, even if it's not fancy, you do not have to have the state of the art facility. People want to see what makes you you. So if you've got a portable building in a pasture, welcome to East Texas, and you've got two CSRs that sit in there every day, and you park your cars in a little what do you call that, shelter, you know what I'm talking about, area. I would take a picture of it and be like, this is where we work from. And own the excitement there because that is real. That's authentic and people recognize that.
Well, and then there's other elements that you might take for like, ah, it's just a portable building, but like, is it very organized? Is it very clean? Like,
Clean.
show that, like, that in itself is telling people, like, okay, these people have it together. They know what they're doing. They have pieces on hand to where, like, if I have a problem, they can fix me right away. It's not going to be like, well, we can order that part. It'll be here next week. No. So,
Yeah.
like, even though you might not think, I don't have this big fancy building, but hey, you are showing your culture, what it's going to be like working with you guys because we are clean, we are organized, we have real people that are local to us here all in good old East Texas that work here. And so it just takes showing some of that. And like you said, get some headshots made, but get them loading the truck, get them coming in and out of the door and stuff. And when we say social media, I think a lot of people's minds probably go instantly to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, but like this is also Google Business Profile gold. It is begging you to upload these type of pictures to again, one, show that you're a real business, show that you're alive. Knock, knock, someone's here. Again, it doesn't have to be overly produced, overly fancy, but that consistent posting, that real and authentic posting is what will help you. It's a cheat sheet. It's magical. Okay. 2 + 2 = 5.
Absolutely. It is. It is. Another thing that I think is a good place is just set a calendar invite, set a reminder on your phone to just once a week, once a month, go out to a couple of jobs and take pictures of your teams doing things or incentivize your team. I sat on an AB call for Service Nation, and this was kind of funny because I relate to this, but one of the owners was like, listen, my guys do what I tell them to do because I'm the boss. And so I'm like, hey,
Amen.
you have to have a before and after picture at every job. And she's like, so then I just go into Service Titan and pull their before and after jobs and use them on social media. As long as there's no identifying pieces in those. So that's an option. If you're an owner, you showing up, you know what you could do? Stop by that convenience store, grab a couple of Powerades, Gatorades, whatever you think, show up to the job site, hand them, look around, pick up some trash, comment, be positive, and then be like, all right, guys, y'all are doing a great job. And then drive off. But you got a few pictures, you made some good, built some good rapport with your team, brought them some drinks, and then you're on to the next thing. So there's a lot of power in before and afters too, because people realize they don't realize how bad their system looks until like, dang, this new one looks really good. You know,
Yeah.
it needs to be a part of the process.
And then
Another
just
one,
like
mhm.
snippet, like pro tip on an operational thing, like, hey, maybe you're intentionally putting some things on the calendar to go to job sites for social media content or to get pictures and videos, but hey, also operationally, like, are you inspecting what you're expecting? So just like little pro tips saying like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that we stopped doing this way, or like, what do you mean you've been doing it this way this whole time and stuff. It takes one to know when we've done that. We're like, oh, when we stop and go inspect stuff, but you can kind of double down on some of this intentionality of how could it improve some operations, but then I can also double down and get some actual real pictures while I'm out there killing two birds with one stone. And then three birds with one stone, be a culture buzzer, bring her up. And when you do bring them a Gatorade or some ice
Yeah,
cream or whatever it is, like they love that. That goes so far to your team.
it does. And then let's talk a little bit about videos. You know what I think is a good video right now is a video about financing.
Mm.
Videos about financing, videos about doing work with your company, videos about your IAQ add-ons. Those are things again that you can use a program called CapCut No, Opus Clips will actually take a video and cut it up into different things, but take a video about your IAQ products. And then you can put those on, again on your website, use them on social media, link them in emails to people that have open estimates around IAQ. Hey, we saw that we told you about our IAQ packages. Here's a video from our owner talking about it. Again, these things are not hard. They're time consuming, but videos, again, you when you post a video of someone actually in your company, and people are like, oh, I can make AI look like me. Listen, number one, Facebook tells on y'all. And it says AI generated
Generated.
at the
Yes.
top. So you're not fooling anybody. But also, like, it may be really, really good. And so if you feel good about it, use it. I don't want to be negative Nancy there, but I will say people can read authenticity. Like we understand when people are putting on a fake smile and fake language, we understand that versus like, hey, so this is what's going on. Here's who I am. We understand sentiment in statements. And so I would encourage you on video to truly embrace your authentic self. And listen, you're not going to have on the cleanest pants and your shirt might be a little wrinkled and your hair might need to be cut. We can have a million excuses not to do it. And listen, every morning when Emily and I wake up and there's a podcast recording on here, we're like, we're canceling it. But then we're like, we need to do it because we know we need to be putting out content. So we're no different from you guys, but we have to prioritize it. I mean, sometimes we have to rally each other up, but it gets you there to get it done. And so videos is another really good example of how you can gain some space.
Well, and really, like you said, you can come up with a million excuses of why you shouldn't do it today or not today or kicking the can down the road. But really, perfectionism is really just procrastination in disguise. So, like, hey, your shirt's wrinkled, okay, but like, still make the video, okay? You can iron it for next time.
Yeah.
But don't be like, I'm not going to do it, okay? Just get some, just Nike this thing, okay? Just do it, all
Just
right?
do it. Just do it for sure. And then I would say some projects. And so I equate this on social media. Let me tell you my favorite things to look at that I will scroll through all of your pictures. I will watch a whole video. If you have a team party or if you do something in the community, I'm looking at it. You know why? Because I'm nosy. I want to know who works for you. And I also want to know why you chose that nonprofit or why did you pick a luau theme or oh, that's your family at the water park. What water park? Where y'all at? How many people you got? You know why? Because we're nosy. And we're on social media to be social. And so, yes, if you're standing there very stoic and you're like, we are open 24/7, I'm going to be like, scroll. But if you're like, we took our whole team to the water park, I'm like, say less, right? Like, here I am. Let me look. Because the world is naturally inquisitive about what it looks like. And not only is it a recruitment tool, it's a culture because now people are like, yeah, that was us. My boss has had a really great Christmas party for us. We have a great party every year. People will say, y'all look to Lemon Seed, y'all look so much fun to work for. We hope so. But listen, ask our employees on any given day that's not a good day for them. And they're like, everything sucks. And so, but what we try to put out is true and authentic, energetic content because we want people to want to work with us, for us, beside us, vendor partners, contractors. Like there's so much that can be garnered from these real actual things that are going on in your business. If you win an award, please video you getting that award at the chamber banquet. Video it and then post it. And there's going to be people in the way and the audio wasn't good. Nobody flipping cares. You're overthinking it. Just post about those things.
The majority of people want to celebrate with you and they will comment like, congratulations, well deserved. Okay. Don't let that hang you up. And you can say, like, oh, it feels weird to like brag on myself or to talk about myself. But in reality, again, it's building engagement. It's showing the successes of not just you, but your team. Okay. That is worth celebrating for them. Make them realize of how big a deal it was that the company was able to earn this award. So talk it up. Okay. Allow people in your community to engage and interact with you. They want to. Okay. It's not braggadocious or bragging on yourself. It's celebrating your awesome team, and people in your community want to celebrate with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to come up with a couple of things that I think contractors could implement today. Emily will come up with one or two of her own. So I will get started. Here's one thing that I think you can do today. Just go audit your own social media platforms today. Go look at them. And you're going to say, what if I don't have social media? Then call your friend that has social media and say, will you do me a favor? Go look at the header, the top image. Go look at my profile picture. Will you click and try to call my office? Have them literally walk through it. Go look and see what is your description say about your company. Did you add plumbing 4 years ago, but no one updated that? Do you have a logo that's old or miss off center or the wrong colors? Is the header say put something here? Or is it blank? Like there's some options there. So I think you go today and do that audit and then implement some changes immediately. So I would prioritize, if it were me, again, I would probably prioritize um Facebook, just because that's where a lot of the age bracket that most of our clients are going to. It's Facebook. Instagram is big on pictures. And so some of those just require you to go in and do those. But my biggest thing to do is just start posting pictures of your team. Make it engaging, make it a fun way. So number one for me, implement today is an audit process where you go audit your social media channels every 6 months if you don't love it. And then the second one is start posting pictures of your team and watch it grow. 2 times a week, a picture of your team member. What about you, Emily?
Love it. I want to say, make a note to go to key landmarks in your area. So take your team, take your van, but like to what is the city mural that the town is known for, to the Welcome to Lufkin sign in front of Angelina College or whatever local high school is there in your team or in your town. Identify some of those key landmarks. And then again, it just shows how local you are. It shows, again, kind of unexpected, not on the job type content, but showing your van, showing your team, identify some of those key landmarks. I think it's just kind of a different spin to do some of those quick videos, quick pictures, and feel very engaging in your community.
Love it. So, guys, we hope that you really have taken a little bit of advice today and some encouragement to just start. In the words of Emily, just do it. Go start doing something on your social media. Be personable, be real, be authentic. And thanks for listening to another episode. As you guys know, what does Lemon Seed Marketing do, Emily?
We are marketing strategists and branding experts. So we help home service contractors all across the country organize their marketing plan, have a real budget in place, go to market with a real strategic, intentional purpose and intent. Everything from just getting your name built and out there, top of mind recognition, to call to action, and then cultivating your existing customer database. And then also on the branding side, helping you have an amazing, disruptive, memorable brand, all the assets to go along with it. So we are here to help contractors. We do it every single day. We love it. We're passionate about it, and we'd love to help you next too. So go to our website, lemonseedmarketing.com. Friends and family talk free. If you're listening to this episode, you are a friend and a family. So,
absolutely. Talk soon.
bye.